My tummy hurts. It's not really relevant. Just sharing. Welcome back, Pokemon Trainers. Professor Chaz here. The lab coat's up the back order. My tummy hurts. Because I just ate a bunch of grapes. You know, looking for something to eat. And I was all like, you know what? I bought healthy stuff recently. Let's have some healthy stuff. And I might have had too much healthy stuff. Because my tummy hurts. But I guess grapes are better than what I've been grabbing for snacks usually. Like chocolate, chips, whatever. Anyways, welcome back, Pokemon Trainers. Professor Chaz here. The lab code's on AA back order. And we're here for some more Pokemon Violet, Paldean adventures. Yeah, I'm sure I'll be okay, Mariano. Also, hello to Mariano. Welcome. I'll probably be fine. Just gotta stop eating. Look at this big bag of grapes. Now, I didn't eat all of it, you know, in one go. I had a bunch yesterday, too. But I definitely should have no more after that. Trying to replace junky food with healthier food. Still gonna do that moderation thing. Moderation is the key to trying to, you know, get back into shape. And I am definitely in a bad shape that I don't want to be in. I saw myself on video recently, and I basically, here's my body, and then there's my belly. Like, ah. So I gotta work on that. I love grapes too. They're so good, and they're so hard to stop eating. Hence the tummy ache. Hello to Darker Ninja as well. Welcome. As I rock back and forth with a sore belly full of grapes now. I think I've spoken enough about my grapes, however. Actually, the green grapes, not purple/violet, which is what we're playing today. See if I can get, finally, the last salty Herba Mystica that I need to start feeding my Pokemon for healing. I'm running out of Pokemon. I'm down to my only 6 right now. 3 of the Ruinous Treasure dudes. We've got Miraidon, of course, and Skydive and Armstrong. So we're gonna jump back into this. I'll be doing some more raiding. 5 stars every raid that I can do. Hopefully we'll find the salty herb that we're looking for, because then I can finally start feeding, but bringing you guys back into some multiplayer sessions. So let's not waste any time. I want to get to it. I want to record. Sore belly. Can I survive the stream? I don't know. Just don't wake up. Don't fall asleep on me. Wake up. Come on now. All right. So for members, after we're done this, we're going to swoosh over to Pokemon Legends Arceus. I was helping move a bunch of furniture and items today, so I'm a little bit late on getting the streams beginning. But we can throw in an Arceus after this one if you are a member like Mariano, if you want to check that out. And later tonight, of course, we'll be continuing Pokemon Shield as well. Okay, anyway, let's continue our adventure here. Starting up the timer, and let's begin. Welcome back, Pokemon Trainers. Professor Chaz here. The lab coat's on back order. Our mission is still clear. We have to get another Herba Mystica, the salty one, to continue our real quest here to heal our Pokemon and bring them back here in Pokemon Violet. So we are outside Mesagoza, but we're not going to be here for long. Of course, we are going to check our map and see what raids we can handle. In the meantime, if you're excited for today's hopeful, successful search of the salty Herba Mystica, hit that like button down below and show your support. The more likes you do, the more this gets viewed by other people, potentially. Hello to Anne-Marie Hedgehog. Welcome to the live stream today, as we're about to begin our search for the day for the Herba Mysticas. Let's start down here. And again, I'll be using Miraidon, our main dude. Might not have things super effective against certain other, certain opponents we'll be fighting. But you never know. We fought a Delibird, I think, either last stream or the stream before. And despite not having super effective on it, its defenses were such garbage, we could actually destroy it easily. Game locked up for a second there. 4-star Super Ball, no thank you. I said no thank you. And we had a shiny Pokemon in Scarlet and a shiny Pokemon in Shield from the secret trades. You keep getting so many of those. What is happening? Oh, I was like, what is that in the water? It's Wingull on the ledge. Never mind. Okay, now this could be a 5-star. These should be either Bronzong or Lucario. Steel type, though. We don't really have much to do Or much to hit a steel type with, but we'll see what it is. These, I believe, are either 4 or 5 star, and they're intended to be potential usage against the poison type Greninja raids, the 7-star raids, which obviously they're not the best because I think we've discovered Slowbro is pretty decent. It's 5-star Lucario. But we don't have anything to hit steel types with except Overheat. You know what? We will give this a shot. Because who knows? If we get the Overheat going, that could do the trick. Why is my whole team not here? I didn't play last night to check these raids. Like, I have no idea what raids we're looking forward to here, so let's bring our full team back just to be safe. Put you up the top. Are you still geared for fire type, Miraidon? I don't know if we've changed you. You are still prepared for fire type. Do you still have the charcoal? Where do I see your held item? Yes, it is right there, charcoal. Okay, so he's ready for Lucario. Let's see what we can do. You get the luck of the shiny draw in Pokemon World, indeed. Dark Greninja says, I wonder if there'll be a new evil team in the DLC. I wonder. Because, I mean, well, I wouldn't exactly say we had an evil team in this generation at all. Like, we had Team Star that were just a bunch of punks. They didn't really do anything evil. Like, not evil in the sense that it was, say, evil towards other people. It was not, it was, if you want to call it evil, it was just they themselves doing what was best for them. I guess kind of selfishly, don't be justified. Okay, thank you. Or, what is it? Defiant, that's it. If it gets a stat lowered, ooh, critical hit, then its attack increases, actually. Okay, Meteor Mash, no problem, we handle that, although it is Terra boosted, but it's not terribly strong. I might just keep using charge beams till we get it to the low HP, and then fire off the overheat. You think that'll do? I wonder. If there is an introduction of a new evil team, though, what do you think it should be? What ideas would you have for a new evil Pokemon team? Okay, can you guys lighten it up a little bit more? A little bit? Probably not. Well, I think Overheat will do a lot at this point regardless. We're at +3. His shield is not up. Attack is maxed out. That's not great to see. Let's land the Overheat. Yeah, that's fine. That's special base, I believe. Vacuum Wave. Do a good bunch. It's decent, I guess. But we are still at +1 special attack. Now, I'm going to let myself fall before I use my Terastallization, because I don't want to do it now and get one hit KO'd. Plus, we just lost some of it, so I might not even have it available. No more negative effects for yourself. That's fine. Since I'm about to fall, I'm going to try Overheat right now again. Get some more damage out there. Hardly anything. Alright, knock me out, Lucario. I dare you. Oh, Earthquake, eh? With max attack, that's kind of scary. So when I Terastallize, I will lose my electric typing. As my electric weaknesses to ground. But at +6 attack, will we survive an Earthquake from this thing? Don't know. Okay, so let's go ahead and try something here. Terastallize and go for Discharge to try to paralyze. Why can't this thing have close combat? I love when the things have close combat, lowering their own defenses for us. And Marie says you would like to see some team coming from the future in the DLC. Bring some future Pokemon with them. You know what? You could be onto something, because the Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon games gave us the Ultra Recon Squad, and although they weren't necessarily an evil team, they were still like a new group of people to meet. You're gonna critical hitical me? Come on. At least close combat. We're not gonna pull through, are we? We're not gonna make it. Nope. Oh well. Dark Greninja would like to see an evil team that specializes with Fairy type. I did find it interesting when Ortega of the, I think was it the Ruchwa squad, used Fairy types. I would have expected the villainous squads to not really use them. Oh, really? An energy's gathering? Cool. I'm walking away. See, I don't mind losing to raids, I just don't like wasting time. Because this is what? How far are we into this episode? Let me choose run, please. I guess we're only about 7 minutes into the recording. But still, that's 7 minutes that show nothing, no accomplishment. Come on. See, this is why I second guess, should I go after every 5-star raid or not? Because I know I'm not going to win every one, but every one that I lose is just a waste of time. But this is a dragon type raid, so chances are, if it's 5-star, we do have our own dragon type with some decent dragon moves to work with. If only we had a dragon move that improved our special attack. Because a charge beam does not hit even for neutral damage against them. It's only 3-star. Stop hitting A. Me. I'm talking to myself, of course. Alright, let's check the next raid. We need to find the 5 stars. Let's go up to... We'll go here, check the fairy raid first, and then head down to that ghost one. Dark Greninja, says Anne-Marie, we could have some bad guys from the future bringing future Pokemon. The goal is to change the... Actually, yeah, changing the past would be interesting. Have we had anything like that before? I don't think so. I don't think we have time travel enemies before. I think the not really the closest, but what I find similar would be the Team Rainbow Rocket leaders. Not necessarily changing the past, but changing dimensions, basically. Because in their dimensions, they each succeeded in their plan, which I thought was funny. When I heard about that, I was like, well, wait, how are Maxie and Archie going to interact? Because they each had completely contrasting goals in their games. 4-star? That's not even Sandy Shocks! Let's clear out these guys first. We'll go to this fire one. They could have a plan to make their future better. We'll have to stop them. How's that? That sounds interesting. Sounds similar to Sonic CD, actually. In that game, Robotnik, or Eggman, whichever you prefer, got hold of this thing that they've never really revisited, what I know of, the little island. It's an island that appears once every bunch of times, and Eggman goes to try to, conquer it and gain some powers from it. Only 4-star. And Sonic goes to stop him, but the way Eggman does it is there's the past and the future on the island. He essentially, the present is normal. I don't think there's too many changes in the present, but Sonic can go to the past or the future in that game. If you go to the future right away, the whole place looks like it's all industrial, a bunch of robotic, like robotic trees, for example. Everything's basically turned into the Borg, assimilated the whole place. Now, if you go to the past, however, things are all nice and beautiful and, ideal, stuff like that. It's only 3-star, but in the past, there are 2 things that Eggman has seeded in the world. There is there's a roboticizer. Is there? No, there's not a roboticizer. There's a UFO that spawns badniks, like the enemies, and there's also a hologram projector of Metal Sonic stepping on birds, or something like that. Stop hitting the wrong button. So, if Sonic destroys the UFO and the hologram projector, then the animals don't go into hiding, and the robots don't build up their numbers and take over. Therefore, if you go back to the present and then the future at that point, it's an idyllic future with, lovely plants, colors everywhere. Like, I don't think there's any bad guys in the good futures either, because Sonic has changed the past, which is pretty decent. And I do love in that game, if you go to the in the present day, you can't interact or interfere with the UFO, but you can see where it's at. You have to go back to the past and find your way to that location again, and then you find the UFO to bust. That was a pretty cool little thing they did with that. Oh, Sinister appearing. Neat. Maybe I'll check you guys out afterwards. But first we're going to find this raid. Hello, Unknown Spike. Welcome to our stream today. I'm going to reiterate for those who might be here later. My belly hurts. I ate too much grapes, but they're so good. I'm now facing the wrath of eating too many of them. But again, better than a bag of chips or a chocolate bar. Trying to be slightly healthier for healthy sake. Also, I moved a whole bunch of furniture, or I shouldn't say I moved it, but I helped move a whole bunch of furniture. I'm tired. But we have 5-star raids to tackle. We got 5-star raids to find, first of all. We're not being very cooperative. How about this Electro one? We don't have anything to hit electric types with, but we'll try. Anne-Marie says, do you think it's a good idea for the DLC? Some bad guys from the future coming to change the past and make sure the future is different in their own way. That could be an interesting story, most definitely. Ooh! We got a 5-star Rotom here. Maybe we should try this one out. But first we're going to pause. Oh, my belly. What happened to me? I don't think I ate too many grapes. Actually, I probably did eat too many, but I didn't think it was too many at the time. I might just be having a baby. I don't know. My belly's big enough for it. I'm yawning right in your faces, by the way. I apologize. And Dark Ninja says, evil team that hypnotized the gym leaders to join them. And we and the Elite Four have to save them. That would be interesting. Giving more character to the gym leaders, for sure. Anne-Marie says, does everyone have their own opinion on what the bad guys will do in the DLC? Don't leave me hanging. I can't do everything by myself. I don't even know if there would be, like, more DLC. Because, like, we've already dealt... I mean, I guess if there was a new evil team... What would they do? It could be, like, maybe a sort of group of Pokemon poachers wanting to like, steal all the Paradox Pokemon for themselves. You know what? They could even bring back Team Rocket. Because Team Rocket's all about catching the rare Pokemon and selling them. What if Team Rocket actually comes back in this region? Because we haven't seen Giovanni since when? I think... Technically, he appeared in Gen 5. I think there was like a certain battle format where past important characters like gym leaders and stuff came, and I heard that Giovanni was in that, or it might have been Gen 4. But either way, other than the we're gonna call him the variant Giovanni from whatever universe he came from in Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon with Team Rainbow Rocket, we haven't seen Giovanni again, like our Giovanni from the main timeline. So he could make a reappearance. Possibly. And yes, as Mariano says, wait, you see nothing. Yeah. Nope, I didn't yawn in your face. It says, Chaz ate too many grapes. Yes, I did. I'm going to show you this again. This whole bag was full. No, it wasn't. It was probably not even to about here. But and I ate some of them yesterday. I didn't eat all these today. But I'm done eating them for now. In fact, I'm probably going to, after we do our Legends Arceus stream after this, I'm going to rest up. Rest my belly. Alright, let's get back to the recording. Darker Ninja says, an evil team could try to steal Terra Orbs. Yeah? I mean, or do something, like, okay, there's a whole thing in the book, the Violet book, and probably the Scarlet book. It mentions something about a disc of hexagons that could have been a Pokemon. Like, once I'm done the Terra hunting here, I'll bring these back to the school and show you that part of the book, because it mentions something that we haven't even touched on yet, I don't think, unless there's more to the Area Zero than I have gone into just yet. And of course, I'm waiting until I get my team healed up again. Anyway, let's get this underway here. Timer has once again resumed. So first of all, we're going to want to teach Miraidon to deal with a Rotom. So we have Electric to look forward to. Ghost as well. I mean, as far as hitting it, it's only going to be Electric type. But coming against us could be Electric and Ghost. So, we have nothing super effective on Electric, sadly. The only thing is Ground. We can't paralyze it. So I feel like this is a case where, as much as I prefer... I just talked myself out of it. As much as I prefer using Charge Beam to get my special attack up, I was going to go with Calm Mind. I might even still do that. Like, it slows down my Terra Orb charging, but I'd rather get my special defense up and a guaranteed hit. Not hitting, sort of, you know, so to speak, but the Calm Mind is guaranteed to work. So we'll do that. If I'm going to go with any move that lowers my stats, I'll probably go Draco Meteor instead of Overheat. Where's that at? There it is. Yeah, might as well. Plus, when we Terrasilize, it'll give us the Dragon Terra type bonus. What else do we want to hit this thing with? Things that can change its stats, perhaps? Nothing that it's going to resist, though. Snarl can drop its special attack. I want to focus on my special-based moves, though. Dazzling Gleam is just decent power, but has no effect to it. Can't paralyze with Thunder Wave. This harshly lowers a special attack. But I'm looking to do damage. Power Gem might not be bad. I wonder if Mirror Coat would be a way to go with this. I don't know. Let's go with Dragon Pulse. And what else was I thinking? Snarl. I'll do this, and we'll see what happens. I'm not sure how defensive Rotom is, but I know it... Is it considered kind of like pseudo-legendary? Because I do know when I first encountered one, it was pretty semi-brutal. Of course, the first one I ever fought was in the old chateau in Pokemon Pearl, actually. And fun story about hitting the microphone. But beyond that, fun story about Pokemon Pearl and the fact that the original DS, the Nintendo DS, had a slot for the DS game cards, but also the Game Boy Advance cartridges. And I think technically you can still plug in regular Game Boy cartridges too. But what was really cool, going through the old chateau, just trying to check it out, make sure I didn't lose any items or miss out on anything important. And at one point, I'm sure we've all seen similar things, but there was a little girl that appears in one of the rooms. If you go into a certain room, the room to your right is where a little girl appears, and she walks out of the room. So I saw that, and I was like, what is this? So I went to check out the room. Nothing in there. I just kind of walked around a little bit. Then I got attacked by a wild Pokemon. That wild Pokemon turned out to be a female Gengar. So... my nephew was with me at the time. As soon as it popped up on my screen, I kind of hesitated for a second. And I lean over to him and say, "What am I looking at right here?" And then he looks, and his first reaction was, "Catch it!" And I suspected, like, I don't know if it's true. It doesn't really matter if it's true or not, but I had a feeling that that ghostly girl was actually the female Gengar in disguise. And I'm like, even if that's not true, I don't care. I just think that's a cool possibility. And that's my headcanon. That Gengar is using like its own disguise type of power. You can't paralyze me, dude. Yeah, I should probably get another Calm Mind up though. Then start going for Dragon Pulses. So it could be a +3. I don't think this thing has affected our stats yet. Could go for the Draco Meteor right now. Just keep uproaring. Hopefully that means you can't use your special things like shields or dropping my stats or nothing. That's okay damage. Do I Calm Mind again? It's going to probably drop our stats very soon. In fact, I'm going to drop my own stats. I'm going to Draco Meteor right now. There's some good damage. Okay. Okay. And we just got another shiny Pokemon. What the heck, man? Where are you getting these all? Share the luck with everyone in the chat. My arms are sore from moving stuff. And from eating grapes. Alright, no more negative effects for yourself. And your shield is up. And my specials are gone. Thanks. Now, if I Terrasilize, which I kind of have to do, I'm no longer immune to being paralyzed, which is a problem. But, in fact, I could have waited and calm-minded before terrestrializing if I was smart to reduce the possibility of paralyzation. But I can always use the cheer to heal my HP and cure statuses. So that did at least +2. Maybe +3. Fortunately, it's not hitting me really bad yet. Yeah, it's hardly doing anything. It's kind of quite effective seeing a Rotom with a light bulb on its head, though, isn't it? And we says we can have the story of the DLC about the professor's son trying to find out what happened to his father or mother, and he could find a way to go to the future. If they do go to the future, it has to be with a DeLorean. I'm sorry, there's no other way for it to work. It's got to be the DMC, whatever the model number is. They've got to get to 88 miles per hour and find a way. Don't paralyze to get themselves to the future. 1.21 gigawatts is all it takes, and I feel like Rotom can put out that many gigawatts. That's not great. Actually, it's not bad. That did hardly anything to us, even with our paralysis status. Come on, break the shield. One more of those will do it, and then a Draco Meteor should do some pretty good damage. As long as we're not paralyzed. What do you think? The random Great Bag Smash 5. Hey, I wouldn't mind. It's done a number on me. It's smashed me pretty good. Dark Greninja says, if it's Kalos DLC, maybe we would get more development for Dexio and Sinnoh. That'd be okay. I didn't mind them. You're gonna say I missed? You're gonna tell me, that I missed Draco Meteor? You punk. You better land it. If this doesn't knock it out, I hope we have enough time to fire one more off. We knocked it out. Critical hit! Rotom done. Give me salt. Looking for salt. I'd say this is a pretty good assault, so give me assault for that. Is that a shiny? I didn't buy Pokeballs. Someday I'll remember. What if this is a shiny Rotom and I never even knew it? Is it red? Tell me it's red, not orangey. It's gotta be red. Can't tell. Some things are too close in color. Easy catch. Give me the salt, please. No, and I don't think it's shiny. Never mind. Nothing out of this one except for things. Hey. And we're just trading all your Pokemon. You just don't want them, and you hope for the best. You just you get one that was given to you by a keep going until a shiny comes to you, and you have to be lucky and patient. Indeed. Much like trying to find, salty Herba Mystica, you gotta be patient and just take what you get. Rotom, the Plasma Pokemon. Research continues on this Pokemon, which could be the power source of a unique motor. Weird, somewhat related to that note factoid thing. So I've been talking about this past few days. My congestion in my head has been pretty prevalent, and I've noticed that sometimes when I sit down, I can swear I hear the sound of like a motor running in my ear. Now, my first instinct about that is that I probably am an animatronic from Five Nights at FNAF or whatever, but it's just weird that I'm hearing like a revving in my ear. I don't know what's happening. Hui! Dark Greninja saying, what if we get to go to Hisui with the DLC? You may be onto something, because I've been saying that apparently people have found that the Hisuian Pokemon, Hurricane, that's a new one, are in the code, and we may be able to meet them. That'd be cool. So there's so many possibilities. What if... Everyone's speculating what the DLC is going to be. What if actually Game Freak completely forgot to plan DLC? They're like, oh, well, what do we do now? And they actually don't have anything ready for us. What's this TM? What's this one do? Snarl? I just had Snarl. It's a 4-star. We don't need the 4-star ball. We need the 5-star ball. Let's go to this ice dude. Coming through, everybody. Excuse me. Ah. One of them bucked me off onto the other one. Ting Lu, let's get out of here. That thing's grass. We're weak to you. Or you're weak to it. Run anyway. That's my signature line, indeed, Mariano. Is that a shiny? But it was a legitimate question this time. Rotom shinies are pretty similar to their standards. I will tell you, though, last week when I wasn't streaming, because, again, we had family things to deal with, one night I was going to bed and just thought, I'm just going to check the raids and see what's going on. And I did find a shiny Scyther in a raid. I'm like, cool. So I have seen my first shiny in raid battle, like, you know, in raid format. I thought, okay, cool. Because until then, I had not seen a shiny in the battle. And I guess there's the part of me that's like skeptic where it's like, I know everyone's told me that you see it as a shiny, but I haven't personally seen that to confirm it in my own brain hole. Turns out I did. Now, see shiny Scyther. Do you think, I mean, we would have to, but do you think they're going to include things like the Black Augurite item if we get Hisui DLC? Because if we had that, we could get Cleavor in here. We just simply have to use, like, I assume it would be a trade evolution, Scyther holding the Black Augurite to become Cleavor. Even though in Hisui, you just need to use the item on it because there was no trading in that. Much like they introduced the item of an actual Game Boy Game Link cable as one of the items to use for evolution. That was kind of cool. Okay, we're going to pause again here. Go back to our chatty times. I'm not doing good finding these raids. I don't know what's going on, Just take a pinch of salt and go with it. I mean, but I want the special salty. See, I was considering doing the sandwiches and being like, okay, so let's use a sour, and then the next day use a sweet, whatever, and then marking off whichever, you know, whatever healing they get from that, the Pokemon. But I thought I'd rather have all 5 to start with. I don't know. See, if I was to do it the other way, like healing them with what I currently have, then that would mean we could get to the multiplayer sessions a little bit sooner than that. I just noticed my ruler has a bunch of dry glue or something on it. I've never used the ruler in forever, so I don't know. Dark Ninja says, yeah, maybe we can bring Laventon to the future. You know what else? What if we could bring Ingo back to the future, too? He's stuck back there. I still love, there's no explanation why Ingo is in the past. He even just says, like, you know, he showed up. Or I think it's like, he remembers, well, he's got amnesia, too. But, like, he remembers being on the train. There was a man that looked like me, that was his partner, Emmett, in the double battles of the battle subway in Unova. And then he's like, and then I woke up here and they made me a warden, and I'm like, I would love to know why he's there, but in the end, it doesn't really matter because it's just fun that he exists there. What does everybody think? Trading online, and if you did a secret trade, would you think you always think you'll get? You think you will get what you get like me? I think I always wanted to get a shiny, but I never expected it to be Pokemon. I never put my hopes up for anything. I'm just like, the reason I do surprise trades is more or less to give out what I have for someone else to help them out. And it's like, if I get something cool back, sweet. First thing, though, if I get a shiny back in a surprise trade, I check the level, and I check to see, first, you know, if it's shiny, check its stats, and it's like, I basically want to know, is this a real Pokemon, or is this a hacked Pokemon? Because I'm not a fan of the hacked Pokemon. There's no... To me, there's no challenge, because it's like, you just punch buttons, you get the, whatever species you want, whatever attribute you want. It's like, you didn't really put effort to find that. You just push some buttons. There is no patience involved. There's no determination. I prefer getting them the legit way. That's what I'm going to say. Has anybody watched Beyblade before? And if so, have you seen the toy of Beyblades? Because you got some Beyblades. I'm going to say this might be controversial for some Beyblade fans out there, but I'm not really a fan of Beyblade because, see, with Pokemon, tournaments made sense. We actually build a team of battlers, and then we compete them against one another. And Yu-Gi-Oh! Makes a little bit less sense, where the fate of the world is hanging in the balance of this card game, but there's also just traditional card games that the players play against each other. And I admit the fact that they eventually revealed that the souls of ancient creatures are sealed in these cardboard pieces of, floppy paper, and you're actually summoning the living beings from beyond. Like, that's a little far-fetched, and I know it's fiction, but whatever. But when it comes to Beyblade, they're just plastic tops, like, zzz, and then you get two of them, and they just like, zzz, and it falls over, and the other one's like, yeah. But in the show, they make it like giant dragon beasts and semigorgons and stuff come out, and I'm like, that's not how. That's not. I can't understand it. So, I'm not a big fan of Beyblade. However, if you want to see a really cool anime-style showdown tournament thing, look up the video if fidget spinners were an anime. Check that out after we're done here today. That's perfect, the way they did that. Rasputin, hello. You say, I'm nice Rasputin. I'm here to make you happy. I'm already happy, but you can make me happier, perhaps, by hitting that like button down below. Or feel free to spread the happiness to the chat as well. You've seen my future, and you're disgusted? Well, I mean, I did just fill up on grapes. I am going to have to go to the bathroom pretty soon, so just don't look that far ahead. Mariano is here because I am here. Hello. Darker Ninja says, I'll have my battle nightmares if Cynthia shows up. That'd be fun. What if we pull Cynthia from the past? What if we pull, what's the guy's name? The seller dude. The market guy. The merchant man. I forget. You know him. What's a bad guy? The guy. Anyways, let's get back to this next. Hit the wrong button. Sorry. I think we're still flowing. All right, back to the scene and continuing onward. So we gotta go run over a Pokemon. I'm sorry, Flittle, but if you wanted to shine for me, I wouldn't say no to that. You see any shinies? Didn't I say recently I want to stop speeding from place to place in case there is a shiny available? Is that a shiny Mankey? Probably not. Right by that tree, you see? Nah, it's probably not. We want to go check out this fire raid. I see our 6-star, the dark type raid up there in the distance. We'll check that out as well, but first I'm going to get the closer ones. Rockruff, come on. Rasputin likes me. Glad to hear it. Thank you very much. I mean, you know, wait till you get to know me. You'll see how truly evil I am. Or not. Oh, that's just a Dumpty. The colors have me confused. I thought, what kind of species is that? These things trying to run out and get squished by my bike. You guys are crazy. Anne-Marie says, I believe the fact that these creatures attract inside these Yu-Gi-Oh cards, because when you play, that's only 4-star, when you play your deck, it looks like the Yu-Gi deck you're holding his cards. Like, how does he have Slifer, the executive producer and stuff, in his deck? That's crazy. Okay, I gotta check out Poison and Dragon here. Can we find a 5-star, and can we get that salty herb, a Mystica? That is all we need to start mixing up our little schedules here, as far as the channel content goes. I need the salty. Sunset Burst says, by now your team was evil when you battled me. Was it? Have we battled? I don't think we can beat this one. We tried a Tinkaton before with our Miraidon. I think I'm going to say no to that. Wrong button. If we have time, I can come back to that one. But I'm scared of a Tinkaton using my Dragon type. And most of the rest of the team is weak. Actually, my entire team is weak to Fairy right now, by the way. Oh, Katie Sue Vale. Okay. Now I remember. And you know what? I suddenly remember. I think you came back as Sunset Burst before. And I should have remembered. Stop hitting challenge, Professor. Get out of here. Okay. Where are we going to next? Okay, we can check out this one. As I say, well, we do know, excuse me, we have a 6-star waiting for us, that dark one. That might be doable. We do have Dazzling Gleam as far as hitting super effective. And if the thing don't have the best defenses, then we might be able to pull through. Wrong button. Do we have the mark? I did mark you. Okay. You're up on this cliff, ain't you? I bet you are. Or maybe on that other cliff, ain't you? Yeah, I think that you are. Let's get up high and mighty. And mighty. There we go. So who here has watched the Nintendo Direct that happened just a couple days ago? And of those people, which game are you most looking forward to coming out so you can play it? Like, some of them have come out already. I will say, one of the things I found most exciting was the fact that, oopsie, Game Boy games are coming. Whoopsie, Game Boy games are coming to the Nintendo Online, because the games they showed, and here it was hilarious too. When I was a kid, I had a game called Breloom. That might be doable. I had a game called Gargoyle's Quest, and I didn't get far in it because when I was younger, maybe my motor skills were not as good as they could have been. So we're fighting a dark type here, are we? Change your moves, man. So I want to get your Dazzling Gleam. Do we have a fairy boosting item? I don't know. And Breloom's not really going to be specially offensive, I don't think. So we're going to go with Charge Beam instead of Calm Mind. Yeah, sadly, we only have one move that's good against dark types, which is Dazzling Gleam, but we can still do this. We'll keep the Dragon Pulse, and I think let's go Discharge for the Paralysis. I'll see if this can do what we need it to do. You pulled out all the fire types against my Grass Gym. You were evil bringing the flames. I don't recall offhand, but I will take your word for it that does sound pretty devious, but a smart thing to do. Okay, we want to change the held item and give you... You've got mostly electric, correct? I think that's the way to go. Let's give him back the magnet that he's oh so fond of. Where is that magnet? There it is. I just got beeped. My phone just beeped. Just tell me about the weather. I don't care about the weather. I'm inside. Alright. Wish me luck, No. Okay, whatever. All ready to go. Wish me luck, everybody. If we get salted into this mushroom... Start. There we go. If we get that salty Herba Mystica, we'll at least have accomplished something in this stream. We've gone so many streams, not accomplishing things. What was that 6-star that we fought? I forget. We just fought it earlier, didn't we? Oh, no, we haven't gotten to it yet. Right, I'm heading to it next. Alright, Breloom. Now, your grass is not going to be good against our dragon type. Even when we terrestrialize, we'll still be okay because we'll still resist the grass moves. Fighting could be different, but this thing could have close combat, which we now know really helps us in these fights. Dropping their own defenses is great. Start with Charge Beam. Ooh, Match Punch. Neat. Okay, so far the defense does not look amazing. Oh, it's already paralyzed. Excellent. I want to try to get to +2, or I might keep Charge Beam until it's near half HP, and then hit it with the biggest move that I've got. Seed Bomb. See, that's physical. Therefore, my Calm Mind wouldn't have helped defend against it. Just don't miss. Miraidon, come on. Just land your hits so we can... Don't you dare. Don't spore me. Good, you missed all of us. Okay, that's looking like we're in... One more of our Charge Beams would probably put it into shield range. So let's go with our Dazzling Gleam right now. Couldn't move because it's paralyzed. Excellent. Then it goes for a Mach Punch, even though it was paralyzed. Okay. Looking good, looking good. Here come the shields. Don't take down my special attack so I can hit you hard again. I better still be able to terrestrialize. Okay, negative effects from itself are gone. That's fine. I can't terrestrialize yet. Okay, let's discharge it again. Try to paralyze. Oh, we did. And that's still a lot of damage being done. Don't take away my stat boosts. Don't you dare. Dazzling Gleam terrestrialized. Dragon is late. Dragon, you missed out on some amazing nothing. Not much has occurred yet, so don't worry too much about missing out. Sunset says, Patrick was the name of the Pokemon on my grass team. Oh, that was the Superior. Charizard was victorious for you. FNAF has a king, did I know? Isn't it that Squirtle guy? The Squirtle King? I know who you're talking about, of course. It's Markiplier. Is it Markiplier that you're talking about? But I remember during the, call it post-game of, let's call it Gen 4, or Five Nights at Freddy's 4, he gave up his crown, didn't he? Because he realized that he was a fraud. Because he couldn't complete whatever the mission was. He was offering to sell his crown. I think I remember that as a thing. Break the shield? Yes! Squirtle Squad coming in for good luck, says Anne-Marie. Thank you. Something just failed. There goes that shield. Markiplier is the king of Five Nights at Freddy's, but I do know there's been a whole thing in the past where he's also been known as King of the Squirrels, and I'm not sure where that came from. I won't question it. Let's finish with a Terabusa Dragon Pulse. Ow! We got Breloom down. There's got to be salt in these mushrooms. You guys think I should have a ring light for myself? Like, when I lean way back, it's so dark. But I could get one of those ring lights, but they're awful bright. I might go blind. I gotta buy Pokeballs. How many times am I gonna say that and not remember? Someone, next time I'm at a Pokemon Center, remind me I need to buy Pokeballs. I'm sure I'll remember after this, though. Alright. Give me Salty Herba Mystica. That's all I want. But then I'll need another one later, because I gotta heal up more than one squad. No, Herby Mystica. Naughty Mint. Yeah, that was a naughty Pokemon. Not providing me the herb I need. But let's go see what the 6-star is. Let's see what the 6-star Dragon Ball has in store for me. Have I caught Breloom before? I want to say like I feel like I think I have. Nope. Breloom, the mushroom Pokemon. The seeds on its tail are made of toxic spores. It knocks out foes with quick, virtually invisible punches. That was that Mac Punch. I'm not nicknaming you at all. I forgot to hit the right button. Go to the PC. There you go. Dragon says, my mom got me and your bro card packs. You got V-Star Superior and V-Max Duraludon. On the one hand, that's awesome. Some pretty powerful cards, but on the other hand, isn't it bad to get the those big, powerful cards, but if you don't have the other ones to work with, like the basic Pokemon V, you just can't put them into play? I mean, they're cool for collecting, if nothing else, though. You know what I haven't done yet? Isn't there supposed to be some sort of Iron Treads around here? I think there's an Iron Treads around here. But I'm sure it's not that important. What's important is the 6-star raid of the day. Let's see what this TM is. Confuse Ray. Okay. Can we handle what this has? Espeon. Well, its defenses are not great. And I do have Steel to hit it with. What is it? What is it again? Flash Cannon. I'm going to try this. But not yet. We're going to take a pause. Our final pause of the day, I believe, too. Where are we at time-wise? Yeah, this will be our last segment coming up. You just happened today, says Dragon. Very cool. Darker just says that I, Markiplier, and Jacksepticeye are your favorites on YouTube. I am very flattered to hear you say that. Because, like, I don't watch Jack himself, but I do watch, like, I love it when Markiplier does games with Jacksepticeye, and to hear anybody say that I'm basically on the level of those two huge guys, that is, like, mind-blowing. I can't even imagine being as popular as they are, but I wouldn't mind trying it. If everybody wants to throw some shares on my videos or my streams or do any shoutouts or whatever's, you're more than welcome to do that. We can get me to the echelon of Markiplier and Jacksepticeye. Maybe even... Okay, apparently Mr. Beast... Do you guys know who Mr. Beast is? I'll tell you the truth. I barely do. But apparently he is like Mr. YouTube. Because he's so big. And I find it astounding that there are huge YouTubers out there that I've never heard of. Because I remember I first saw... What was it? There was a browser app that you could get where... It was about finding the best coupon deals or something like that. And Mr. Beast was promoting it. But when I saw the name, you know, no offense to any Mr. Beast fans, but I was like, who's Mr. Beast? What kind of clever name is that? Anyway, so I just kind of brushed it off. Then I later find out Mr. Beast is huge. I'm like, oh, well, okay. It was weird. You know, from my perspective, that's odd. But I don't know. It's just weird. I guess I stick to like my own favorite niches on YouTube whenever I watch stuff. Anne-Marie had a problem with some of the Five Nights at Freddy's story. Can anyone help with that? You're just thinking about the date of these missing children. Was it 1985 or which day? The book is different. Honestly, watch MatPat, because apparently on Film Theory he's putting out what he says is his definitive FNAF timeline. And it's kind of being corroborated with this new book that came out, the Character Encyclopedia. He's starting to do a thing where he's looking through the encyclopedia, comparing the information in there to the stuff he's discerned already. And some of it is working out really well from what he's figured out on his own. So, I don't know. Just check out MatPat. Tell MatPat to come check my videos out, too. Be like, hey, MatPat, check out this guy. Day 3 of asking Chaz to make a video of all of his teams. You keep that counter going, Dragon. We may see it happen eventually. Okay, let's get my final segment resumed. Recording has resumed. Our layout has resumed. I'm going to resume the timer. Am I? Yeah, that's a good time right there. Okay, wish me luck. The Darker Ninja says, Markiplier has priceless reaction when he's scared. I know. Like, and some people say that YouTubers will play up their excitement or exaggerate their reactions and stuff. And it's like, if it's true, I don't care. It's entertaining. I myself sometimes do overreact for the humor of it. Not a lot. Like, a lot of times my reactions are genuine, but you might see if you're here during a live stream, something happens, I get right frustrated, like this is the worst thing ever, and then I pause for a break and I'm like, it's not really that bad. But my character would be that upset with it, you know? Alright, anyway, let's get back to this as Relor is pushing his little his poop ball behind us. And let's begin. So, we gotta customize... Oops, first of all, we gotta put you into battle mode, me ride on. You know what I haven't done in forever, either? Checked out the Porto Marinata auction. Anne-Marie said that there should be a Rotom catalog at some point. Maybe I'll check that right after we do this. Okay, I want to find the... not Metal Sound. Where's Flash Kinon? There it is. Alright, I don't know if we'll be able to pull this off, but we're going to find out. So I'm gonna go with my standard. Give you the metal coat to power up your move. I know we have one of those. If you see it, let me know. Found it. Okay, swap for the magnet. Yes. Alright, let's see. And if we are lucky by any means, if I do manage to win this one, because I know Espeon's defenses are not great. If we win, I chose the wrong move. I don't want Flash Cannon. I thought this was Fairy type. I'm going to run. I'm going to switch this back. Do we have the black glasses to power up? No. Okay, no. What powers up fairy moves? What item? I duped myself, everybody. I'm a dupe and a half. Okay, we're gonna run away. We're terrified. Good. Sometimes the actual raid bosses say that you can't run from such a strong Pokemon. I'm like, come on, I chose the wrong moveset. I gotta see if we have a fairy boost. fairy boosting item. If not, I could just go for the wise glasses to boost all special attacks. Change held item. I kind of would prefer all these, like, stat changer things to be in its own pocket. If I was to be honest. Silver powder, blah, 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 blah. That's normal? Yes, it is. No, I don't have one of those. So we'll go with the wise glasses, though. That'll improve all of our special attack. And we're going to switch you back to having the Dazzling Gleam. Which is right here. I still love being able to switch out your movesets on the fly like this. Alright, let's try this again. Challenge loan. Dragon says an electric Terra type Shedinja with air balloon would be OP until you fire off a sandstorm. But that is an idea for sure. Actually, you know what? Oh, wait. You're right. Because nothing would be super effective against it. But then you just get hit with like toxic or, how to say, sub. I guess not hail, because that's no longer a weather condition in this game, but what else does chip damage? You could burn it with Will-O-Wisp too, I guess. That's why I always say, like, it's good to have various, what do you call it, status conditions on your team. I don't know if we'll be able to do it, but we're going to give this a shot. Anne-Marie has got some new clothes for the holiday. You just need to get some trainers for the gym and walk around the ship. I like how what you just said is saying, basically, I need to get new shoes for the workout station, the workout areas. But it also sounds like it applies to Pokemon. I need new trainers for my gym. Sounds like Brock or Misty. Like, we need better opponents to fight our challengers. What did you just use? What's your ability there? Espeon, what do you got working for you? You're at +3 special attack, I believe. Psychic terrain. Oh, psychic moves are now boosted. That's gonna hurt. Should have kept Parabolic Charge with us. I'm gonna discharge right now. They'll try to paralyze. You can't if you have, what is it? Not Magic Bounce, but I forget the name of the move that, or the ability that hits me with my own status condition when we get it. Come on, guys, cheer me on. Hit that like button. Smash it down. We need your help. Your positive encouragement will be good. I see we have 10 viewers and only 4 likes. What's happening? That's not helping us win. It's not helping us lose either, but still. That's not helping us. It's poisoned! And it ate my Terra Orb. That's terrible. Let's see my special attack back up. What's the best starter of every gen? Asks Dragon. I'll give more thought to that when I'm not engaged in fighting for my life here. Not my life, but my Pokemon's lives, because I need to win this to get Salt. That's kind of hard to answer because in some cases, personally, I would say the unevolved forms I like more. Like, for example, as far as evolved forms in Gen 1, I would say Charizard is my favorite. Or I would say arguably is the best. But if we're talking unevolved, then I gotta go, I'm biased, I gotta go with Squirtle. And say Squirtle's the best. So it's hard for me to really quantify which version of best I'm thinking of. Don't Psyshock me. We're not winning this, guys. He's already got his shield up. If he knocks me out again, because I'm going to Terrasilize right now. If he knocks me out again, I'm leaving this fight. Can't take it. And Marie says, because when you go to the gym to do some of your workouts, they like no slippery soles on the shoes. They like grooves for the grip, I would assume, basically, right? Come on, paralyze this thing. Yes! Do not Magic Bounce or whatever it's called. Not Mirror Coat. We're leaving this fight. You have the power to grant wishes. Everyone make a wish, says Anne-Marie. My wish would have been to win this, but I want to play Tears of the Kingdom. That would be pretty neat. But I gotta wait. Gotta wait. Gotta wait till... When is it? May 12th. And I think I will, when that comes out. I won't just do like an hour per day. I kind of want to like just plow into that game story. So I'll probably do like at least a 4-hour stream when the game comes out. I might even go like 6 hours, make it a full quarter of the day. Would you guys sit around for 6 hours if I played a new Zelda game? What do you got? PP ups? Nah. What do you got? Pokeballs? Nah. Who needs Pokeballs? We need Genius Feathers? No thanks. So let's go... Let's focus on... We only got a few minutes left. Let's go to the raids that I have super effectivity with as far as our electric attacks. Mr. Sharkbite's not missing in action at all. You're right here, says Mariano. Good call. You do exist in this place and time right now. Henry says, when the new Zelda game comes out, you will watch me play it. I hope so. Unless you guys want to wait and, you know, play it for yourselves. Because I can't guarantee no spoilers, especially if I am playing to beat the game. I wonder how it's going to, like, is everything going to sort of be reset and you have to go back to how you started in Breath of the Wild? Because it would honestly feel disappointing if all of the work you put in Breath of the Wild goes away. But I really love starting that game from scratch and being like, I have to scavenge for weapons. I gotta, you know, I'm starting with tree branches and I have mushrooms to eat. You don't even get to make a cake yet. You have to go elsewhere to get all the ingredients for that. So, in a way, I love the restarting. But I guess I don't know. We'll see how they play it out. It could be a thing where, oh, suddenly Ganondorf emerges and everything plunges back into evil darkness and stuff. We see a 4-star rising. No thanks. There's also that, right off the side, there's that Titan Tatsugiri waiting for a rematch, but we'll do that later. We already have our own Tatsugiri. I don't need this boy. Let's fly. Why? I think this sensor on the bottom of the red Joy-Con needs to be aimed at the Switch on occasion, because it sometimes just doesn't pick up my button presses. I still blame that Guardian from Breath of the Wild up by the Death Mountain. What's that volcano again? Is it just Death Mountain? I'm pretty sure. Here I am. I actually have a pretty decent knowledge of the Zelda games, and I'm here questioning, what's the name of the volcano exactly? It is just Death Mountain, right? I know Elden Volcano has been a thing in some games. But in Breath of the Wild, there is the Bridge of Elden. What is my dream Pokemon game, asks Dragon Capybara. Well, it would definitely have a lot of aspects of Pokemon Legends Arceus. Like, I love being able to, as a person, battle against the wild Pokemon and try to catch them. Not just, you know, oh, I'm going to send my Pokemon in to weaken them and then throw a Pokeball. Like, being able to sneak up on them to catch them or roll behind them and then get a backstrike on them. I love that aspect. And as far as, like, gathering ingredients from Pokemon in this to make TMs, I love the gathering aspect of this. My dream Pokemon game would have a whole bunch of ribbons to earn, or marks now is another thing in this series, or this generation. So being able to customize your Pokemon with various accomplishments, I feel like that would have to be part of my dream Pokemon game. Hey, there's Gyarados Outbreak. I want to go beat them up later. What else? It'd be cool if they brought back the Pokemon seals. I don't mean seal and Spheal, but I mean in the Sinnoh region, you were able to put custom stickers onto your Pokeballs, and various effects would happen, like maybe sparks would fly out or hearts would appear. You could even spell out letters with the unknown, and that was another way to customize your Pokemon, at least for sending them out. That would be cool to see back. What else would be there? Just some general stuff. Like, I love having move tutors that are outside the realm of TMs. They're always fun. What else? What are some of your favorite highlights, folks, in the past generations of Pokemon, or even maybe in the current generation? What have been your favorites? I don't know if I mentioned it yet, but the Pokeathlon from... Oh, my timer's up. We're done. But the Pokeathlon from the remakes of Gold and Silver, Heart Gold, Soul Silver, I would love those to come back if you could get ribbons from them. I'm going to check one more thing. Where are we at time-wise? Yeah, we're just about done here. I'm going to check one more raid, see if it's a 5-star. But I would love if there was, like, say, a basketball ribbon or Mega Evolution. Yes, Dragon, that's another thing. I could do without the Z moves and the Gigantamax aspect. Those are, like, I don't mind them, but I don't feel like they were as groundbreaking as the Mega Evolutions were. So Mega Evolution would be good to have as well. But honestly, for me, the ribbons are top notch. As long as the ribbons were in, and like the Pokeathlon and stuff, I think I'd be okay with whatever other things there are. Alright, so that's going to be it for today. Because we did not get our Salty Herba once again. Hopefully tomorrow will be a little bit better for us. Let me ask you guys this, and feel free to leave this in the comments below, or just answer here. Would you rather that I go off screen and try to get the Salty Herba Mystica? Is it getting boring just watching me do these raids and sometimes win, sometimes lose? Or do you like hanging out as I'm hunting for the salt? Let me know what you think in the chat or down below. But in the meantime, I was going to sign off with thank you for watching today's episode. If you enjoyed it, feel free to hit that like button down below. I'm just keeping an eye out. Was there shinies behind me? If you want to see more episodes of our Pokemon Violet playthrough, you can check out the link in the description or during the outro to the full playlist of Pokemon Violet. And to follow along for future episodes, make sure to subscribe to the channel or join as a member and hit the bell button to get notified when the new videos are coming your way. Okay, with that, it's now time for me to get rolling. So thank you folks again for watching. Professor Chaz is signing off, and I'll catch you next time. Uh-oh, Heracross saw me. This isn't good. Anyway, we're going to end off the actual episode there. We'll just leave this on screen. Heracross wants to get a little attention. There we go. There, buddy. Oh, wait, I'm double weak to fighting. This is not good. We're not going to continue this fight regardless. Okay, let me double check. I think I have to get ready soon in the next like couple minutes for our members Pokemon. What's it called? Pokemon. What's it called? Legends Arceus. There we go. Episode. And that starts in about 7 minutes for channel members. Hold tight here. I believe I'm correct. Gotta check on this here. Yeah, that starts in just about 7 or 6 minutes. So we're going to head back here. And we just got a new shiny in Pokemon Sword. Nice. Oh, Dragon has started a Violet save file. Excellent. Hopefully things will go well for you through Paldea. Darker Ninja says, if you had the games, would you Nuzlocke I keep calling it Black Diamond because that's a cheese brand and I like cheese. Black Diamond Shining Pearl. I probably would eventually. Okay, so as far as my Nuzlocke stuff goes, when I'm doing new games and choosing Pokemon for my full teams, that is my light Nuzlocke rules where it's like, oh, we can take a number of hits before they're gone and everything. What we've done here, for example. But if I'm playing a game I've already played or a generation I've already done, I do the standard straight-up Nuzlocke rules where if Pokemon faints, it's down for the remainder of that adventure. Like I've done that back in my yellow Nuzlocke, which I don't remember if we even... Did we complete that? I hope we did. I know I didn't... I couldn't keep up with the silver one. Or I think Emerald. I can't remember. Oh, wait, we didn't do a silver one, did we? Crystal, maybe it was. Either way, whenever I do Nuzlockes of games or generations I've already done, then I do the standard Nuzlockes for those. So I could see me doing that eventually. Anne Marie says, I think you'd like to see the watch on the game be like when you have to do the competition. I'll tell you the details. There was just on the phone. That's why you want to see in Scarlet and Violet. Dragon likes to hang out. And what do I think of remakes? I don't mind them. Like, especially I didn't mind the first 2 generations being remade because those generations were not able to connect with the current games. Like, as soon as Generation 3 came out with Ruby and Sapphire, that's as far back as games could technically connect up. You could argue that the red, blue, yellow, and gold, silver, crystal on the eShop for I think it's for the Switch. It was for the Game Boy, or sorry, for the 3DS. I don't know if it's for the Switch or not now, but you could get the older Pokemon in those games and send them forward. But still, as far as the original games, Gen 3 was the first time that allowed you to forward them up. And Alola to Dazzling Shell, and also see you later, Dazzling Shell, because I gotta get ready for a Pokemon Legends Arceus stream right now. So I'm gonna say so long to everybody. Thank you for watching. I've got to run and make a quick stop, and then in about 5 minutes for the members, we'll be back for some Pokemon Legends Arceus. So stay tuned for that. In the meantime, Professor Chaz is briefly signing off. Thanking you again for watching, and I'll catch you next time.